Wednesday. Welcome to Beachside Qigong and Tai Chi's Rise and Shine Qigong. Here on Wednesday, the sixth week of our strength training Qigong. Oh, you know what? I have warmed up a bit. I'm going to go ahead and take off my jacket. And I'm going to get quite a bit warmer with the strength training. Thanks for joining us. This is our sixth and final week that we're going to be knowingly practicing hyper throws together. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. So get settled in, feet about shoulder width, toes forward, knees a little bent. Relax into your exquisitely fine posture. Let go of any tension you might be feeling anywhere. Just take a few deep breaths. Good morning, those who are joining in, getting settled for the day, getting centered in your balanced state. Just be mindful of how you're feeling to begin. Aware of your feet on the ground. Sometimes in the morning I'm like, am I here? Am I awake? Yes, my feet are on the ground. I can feel the ground. That kind of helps me to ground. Ha! Noticing the whole body, feel at ease, just standing. Relaxing into breathing, knowing that this is my time for me. I don't have to rush. I can just tune in to myself. Because I want to start my day off well. So then I'm going to move a little in my constant bear and notice that I'm whacking the wall with my hand. And I don't want that, so stepping forward. Here in constant bear, there's a lot of ways we can do it. We can do it with head forward. I'm going to start there because my neck is feeling a little stiff. And I know that when my head is forward doing this without moving my head, it helps to stretch my neck out a little. But if you feel like maybe you need a little bit more for your hips and low back, then let your head go with your body. That's going to, oh, that feels good too. See, that's why I do both. But I am going to come right back here to keeping my head still. Looking at you, as though I could see you. That's the beauty of doing it this way on Facebook. This is truly the no judgment zone. I have no idea what you're wearing. I don't know what your house looks like. I don't know what you look like without your makeup or whatever it is, right? I don't know if you're sitting down in the middle of class to just take 10 minutes to have some coffee. I don't know. Truly no judgment. Ha! That's one of the benefits of doing it here. But when you come to live class, you get the huge benefit of feedback. Yes, I can actually see what people are doing. So I structure class and I give details based on what I see going on. And I can't do that here on Facebook. But that's okay. At least we have this lovely way to start the day. And then I'm going to wind it down and come into a little bit of shake it. So this is our sixth week, our final week of this particular Qigong set. Do you know it? You might know some of the exercises in it, right? But there's a lot in this set. Not all Qigong is this complicated, where we do a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes we do just one or two things for a whole hour, and that's our set. But here we go through a lot of different exercises. So we did it for 6 weeks. This is our 6th week. This is it. This is our last chance to hyper throw together. So relax, shake up your body a little, keep your knees bent, get that blood flowing. Make sure you're breathing. Don't tense your muscles. As I say that to you, it's mostly because I'm reminding myself, don't tense my muscles. Or actually that's why my hip feels weird. My feet are a little off. That was like maybe a ½ an inch off, and yep, now I feel more centered in my hip. It doesn't feel a little weird because the foundation of the body makes a difference. So here in our shake it, as you know, we can go kind of gentle and slow, or we can super shake it, We can go super fast, creating a crazy high vibration in the body, but the same rules apply. Don't let muscles get tense. Don't lock your elbows or your knees. Remember to keep breathing. That feels really good today. Talking kind of slow. In the super shake it makes it easier for me to breathe and talk. But then I'm going to stop. And enjoy that nice vibration that my cells keep doing. Do you feel that? I think that's my favorite part of the super shake it, is the aftermath. But let's give ourselves a full body massage. Remember, in this routine, we start off getting a massage. That's pretty sweet. And if you've been doing it, you probably remember the wrist should stay a little bent. Hello, Bam and Pamela. I think there's other people too, but I can't see your names. The wrist stays a little bent so that we're beating up our quads with some love. Beating up our shins with some love. Now, don't beat yourself so hard it hurts. It should feel gentle and relaxed, just like waking it up. And if you can reach your top of your feet, use your knuckles in there. Hello, feet, wake them up, and then here on the calves. Oh, that feels good. Get some blood flowing up into my hamstrings now. Hear that? That's really pounding on my lovely hips. Pat, I don't know if you're with us today. Thank you for naming me the buttless badass. I'll claim it. I am kind of buttless, but I truly am a badass. And then bring it here to your low back. Move it around a little, up and down, side to side. Get all that loosened up, ready to go for the day. And then here, come around the ribs a few times. If you're not used to touching that area, it might get a little tender, so be gentle with it. And then here on the traps, don't be gentle with that. Normally everybody's traps really enjoy a little bit of pounding. But then at your neck, get a little gentle, and then come over to your beautiful chest, waking up the pectoral muscles, the deltoid, the bicep. Hello, bicep. Ooh, bicep slightly sore. Why? Because I rode 22 miles last night on my bike. This is why I do push-ups. One reason, because biking affects your arms and your shoulders quite a bit. And I want mine to be healthy because I love to ride my bike. Thank you, arms, for holding on to the bicycle, cruising along at sunset, and then bring it around, waking all that up here. Get everything moving and ready for the day. And tie back your hair if it's going everywhere into your face, because I don't like that. Then bring the feet into about shoulder width, toes forward again. Good posture and foundation makes a difference. Let's do our sword finger stretch. So make that sword finger, holding down the outside two fingers, so like a straight double-edged sword. Hands at the chest. We inhale forward. Now as you exhale, relax and open up the arms, but don't strain, don't push really hard. Just be gentle. We're going to do it twice, and you'll notice even without pushing, you'll go further. So notice how far that is, then release the sword finger and come into an incredible Hulk kind of posture, chin on the chest, getting really round. Oh, that feels good. Again, don't get tense. That doesn't work as good. Let's do another and see if it made a difference. So here's sword finger, inhale forward. Exhale, gently opening. Can you go any further? I'm going quite a bit further without any effort to push or strain. And then release the hands, coming into another kind of incredible Hulk kind of position, chin on the chest, but relax. Breathing deep, feeling that stretch all the way down into my sacrum. Oh, that feels so good in my low back. And then standing up. Remember, you're in charge as we go along. Nothing should hurt. Don't work too hard. Make a relaxed fist on the hip. And then with a big inhale, exhale, and turn, kind of like you're punching. But it's really just to stretch. Can you feel all that stretch there? And then inhale back to center. Good posture. Exhale, turn and punch. So sometimes I say punch and people get really stiff. Relax as you exhale and turn. Does it feel different from one side to the other? Mine feels significantly different today. I don't feel hardly any stretch going this way. So I'm going to do one more, inhaling to center. But as I exhale and turn this way, wow, I'm getting a lot of stretch. So I know I'm tighter on that side. So last one to even it out on both sides. Exhale, turn, and lightly punch. And then inhale, come back to center. Relax, exhaling, shaking out. Let's do just a little bit of Superman or Wonder Woman to open up this area. Do you know there's some respiratory stuff going around the last year or so? I think it's called COVID. You open up your lungs this way so that you can breathe better and have better respiratory system. It's not about puffing out your chest or sticking out your boobs or whatever you may think. It's about stretching all this fascia around your lungs. So hands on the low back, either in a fist or open hand, elbows are back, lift your chest, lift your bottom lip over your top lip, and you'll feel that all through your throat now, because all this tissue, it's all connected. And all this helps to stretch out your lungs and your respiratory system, among other things. And then just relax, bring it down, shake it out. Let's do this one here next. Do you remember what's next in this set? Maybe. Shoulder rolls, right? Yes, you nailed it. Shoulder rolls, really gentle and soft. Here in the shoulder rolls, I always go backwards. Why? Because this is forward. This is what we're doing. I don't want to wind up like this. I want my shoulders back and open, so I always roll back because I get enough forward shoulder. I get enough of that in my life, and I want to counterbalance that by rolling backwards. I don't want to wind up hunched over, leaned over on a walker. No, I want to stand up. Chest open, heart open. And then little stretch we call golf club stretch. I call golf club stretch because I've seen it on the golf course holding a golf club, right? Or you can have hands open, and then we just turn and look up. Relax, make like this U shape, turn and look up and back. So you can do it real slow, like this, and real gentle. Or you can do it kind of with a little bounce in the knee and make it kind of faster. But relax into it. This is, again, not something where we're pushing or straining. It should feel easy and gentle, and then just come back to center. Now, do you remember what's next? This is a little more challenging. So if you need to hang on to a wall or a chair or a countertop or something, get set, because we're going to stand on one leg and stretch the other. I'm going to be a little angle so I have the wall if I need it. So here, just standing on my leg. Apparently I do. I'm going to look at something straight and tall. I got a picture frame right there, the edge of it that's straight and tall as I grab my foot. Now, I know some of you are like, whoa, Leah, really? You want me to grab my foot like that? I get it. You're like this. That's it. I get it. Just try to stretch it a little and relax. And when you need to stop, stop. But we're going to continue on. Some of us are a little more flexible. So here, if you can hold your foot, just gently bring your heel towards your butt. Notice my legs are parallel, right beside each other. And it shouldn't hurt. It should feel gentle. And then relax and bring the knee back further now. Ooh, does that feel good? Ooh, yes. Thank you. for working so good, hips, and then release that. And if you want to put your heel on the ground, toe up, and reach to stretch the back of the leg, go for it. Or you can, as we've been doing, grab the inside of your foot and then stretch it out, hand on wall, or just letting go, working more on balance. But there's one more stretch in this set, and some people have a really hard time with it, where we come here. So if you need to put your foot on the ground, I get it. You can hang on, but try to grab your toes, right? Wrapping your hand around your foot, grab your toes and bring them up. As I get older, being female especially, I know my hip health is very important. I've seen in my culture that hips are an issue for women as we age. So I want to keep my hip open and flexible. So I like that stretch because it's probably the best one I know for all this. But you know what? Oh, I really got to do the other side. I don't feel balanced at all now. So coming on to the other leg, looking now at my door frame for something straight and tall. First grabbing that. That one's easier for me to hang on to. You might notice your legs are different, but then when the legs are parallel, bring the heel towards the butt a little. Gentle is the way. Because when there's no pain, I call that gain. Ooh, I like that. No pain is gain. It's true. I don't want pain. And then bring the knee back a little further. Then the other leg. Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff. That hip flexor really needs it. If you sit in a car a lot or at a desk a lot, this is the one that's going to help your low back probably the most. A lot of people think, oh, it's my back. But it could be that you need to stretch the front because the front and the back, they go together. And then to stretch the backside, you can either put your foot down and reach for it or hang onto your foot and reach for it, either hanging onto the wall or letting go. Try to relax either way. And then I'm going to come here to the one I think I need the most today, which is the hip, the glutes. I'm going to grab my toes and pull them up gently. Oh, I better hang on. I'm a little wobbly this morning. It's okay. Every day different. And then gently let that go. Thank you. Hips and legs, shaking them out. Do you remember what comes next? Maybe you do, because I know that you love it. I know you do. I like traveling. Do you like traveling? This is a journey to 100 push-ups. Ha ha ha. So I'm going to do all of mine on the floor. If you want to do them on the wall or a countertop like this, go for it to make it easier. Remember, no judgment. I don't know how you're doing it, but I encourage you, even if it's super wimpy, to use good form. Keep your spine in alignment. Don't strain your neck or your back. Only do what's right for you. And I like to make them easy, right? Easy is something I prefer instead of working hard. So I'm going to go do 34 really fast and easy. And I'm going to make it harder on myself because I'm going to count them out loud. Are you ready? Are you in position? Let's see if we can take a journey together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and then I'm going to stop, or you can keep going to 100 because some people like to travel faster. But I'm going to come here into deer antler, palms facing the chest, slowing down the breath, picturing my energy coming out of my hands into my body. When I do that, and I'm alone as I just did, I'll typically shut my eyes because then I have better visual of energy coming out of my palms. When my eyes are shut, I can imagine that even more. And after a few breaths, then it's crazy easy to recover. So I'm going to inhale, separate hands, exhale and lower. And continue on my journey to 100 push-ups, making it as easy as I can on myself. Have you ever done that? Have you ever been like on a vacation or a journey where you made it hard by cramming in as much stuff as you possibly could, doing as much as you possibly could so you could relax? I like my traveling to be easy and calm, right? And restorative and help me, not hurt me. So I'm going to make my second set really easy and start here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and then I'm just going to stop. Because I'm dividing my trip into 3 portions. And I'm just going to allow myself time to recover. I'm going to picture that recovery as I just stand and be still. And breathe energy into my chest from my palms. Slowing my heart, slowing my breath down. Appreciating the journey instead of rushing through it. But sometimes I want to challenge myself more. And typically I'm going to do that at the very end so that I know the rest of the journey is easy. And I'm going to do that here on my 100 journey to 100. So inhale and then exhale. So as I get closer to 100, I'm going to have better form. As I get, let's say, probably like around 20, I'm going to start going a little slower and lower to challenge myself more. Because I want to grow stronger too, not just faster. So let's begin this journey together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. There it is, that's 100. And I did challenge myself a little more at the end, but not too much. Because I know I have a lot more to go on my journey today. So I'm just recovering, relaxing, picturing energy flow into my chest, breathing slow. This is a much more efficient way to recover than huffing and puffing and walking around and talking to friends, because this is an efficient use of energy. This is part of why push-ups and doing them this way is Qigong, energy work, right? This recovery is part of it. So if you think you're doing Qigong just by doing push-ups in a gym and then high-fiving your friends that you did 100 at the end, that's not really Qigong. That's called working out in the gym with your friends, yeah. So then inhale and exhale, lower. And if you need to shake out, go for it. So we worked our upper body. Do you remember what comes next? Lower body. Oh, I forgot to get my prop. Let me run over here real quick and bring in the chair, because for this one I really do prefer having a prop because posture is so important, form is so important. I want to make sure I keep my hips stable. So even though I have no butt, after doing this exercise for years and sometimes really hardcore for months at a time, it's okay because I know I'm still toning these muscles as I stand on one leg and journey to 50 really easy with just 1, 2, 3, 4, keeping pelvis still, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, it's hard to breathe and talk, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, and then just relax. Even though I was using my legs, I'm picturing energy going into my chest, and I know that when I'm still, my chi, my energy flows to where it's needed in my body. Right? When we're moving, our energy goes to the muscles we're using. And if we're moving and using a lot of breath or a lot of effort, that energy is also going to the heart and the lungs. But when we're still, our energy goes to where it's needed. And we actually create more microcirculation in the body. But we don't want to rest too long. I want to get the other leg. So inhale, exhale. And I'm going to switch sides, coming this way, holding onto my props so that I make sure I have really good form, really good posture. Standing on one leg with the knee bent, the same rules apply as when we're beginning. And in all of Qigong, don't lock your knee. Don't use too much effort. Try to make it easy, and let's just go for 50, keeping pelvis still. Minimal effort. It's up to you how big you make it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Breathe. Lay at 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. There it is. That was a nice journey. Now I'm just going to relax. Take a few breaths. Picturing all of my energy coming right back to me, because that heat coming out of my hands now, I don't really need to heat up the room. I'd rather it come back into me. So I'm picturing that happen. And just stay there picturing that as I move this out of the way so we can begin our next exercise. Are you ready for it? Have you been waiting for it? Do you love it? Is it the best, the hyper throws? I love the hyper throws. I think part of it is the yelling. I like the yelling and the talking loud, right? So when we do it, we make that sound. Oh, I heard that reverb through the building. We want to make it kind of loud and down here and low. And you can feel the difference if you make it up here. Or down here. It's usually deeper, and it's whoo. It feels like it's coming from your core. H-O-I. Right? Please don't wake up your neighbors or startle your dog, or maybe I already did startle your dog with my first one. But making that sound is part of this practice. So bring the feet out a little wider into a horse stance. And if you've not done it before, maybe you'll watch the first one. If you know it, I'll try to do the demo in a way that we can do it together, where we just shift our weight just a little, turning to one side, keeping good posture. So we inhale, drawing all of our energy into our tight tiger claw, and then hyper throw, relax the tiger claw, exhale, turning to the other side, making that deer antler X. Then inhale, energy into tight tiger claw, send it out, don't lock elbows, relax. So that not locking elbows, we don't lock joints in Qigong and Tai Chi. Never. Knees not here, elbows not here. Inhaling, and exhaling. So breathing in, exhale, relax. Picture gathering energy into your arms, into your chest. Then inhale it into your hands. And picture energy going out your hands during the hyper throw. Can you imagine that? Try to imagine that. Bring out your superhero. Bring out your Marvel. Ready? Your Marvel comic hero, right? Imagine energy coming out your hands. because it actually does. So breathe in. Relax and gather energy again. So one of the things we do in Qigong and Tai Chi is balance. So we balance going fast and hard with relaxed, slow, mindful posture. Breathing in. Exhaling. Ideally exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Then inhaling through the nose, but maybe you need to bring in more through the mouth to and relax. I'm going to do a couple sets with you and not really talk, but I'll breathe loud for you. Notice my rest of my body, it's totally still. My torso, my legs, as I just move my hands as fast as lightning. That wasn't very loud, that was kind of wimpy. So let's do one more together. Breathing in. And then exhale. Come back to deer antler. Come up off that knee a little bit. Don't lock them. Relax. We're going to continue with our hyper throws. Do you remember that there's 3 sets? Do you remember what the next set is of hyper throws? So 6 weeks journey that we do here on Wednesday, Rise and Shine, is to help you remember a set if you really like it. I slowly take them off of Facebook. If you scroll through the videos on my, what is that, page, you'll notice there's not many videos now. Because if you like that and you want it, you might have to go to become a video member and go back to this live if you really like it, to do it again with me. But do you remember the next set of hyper throws? It's a little harder because we come up on our toes. So I'm going to walk in my feet so they don't slide, because this one right shoe is a little slidey today. So if you haven't done it, maybe watch the first one. And remember, you're in charge. And we don't want to lock our knees. We don't want to lock our elbows. But we can imagine throwing our energy up to the sky. And it starts like this. Breathing in, breathing out. Imagining holding energy in hand. As we inhale, heels up, fingers down. Heels go down. We don't lock our knees as we throw energy to the sky. Exhaling. So breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, heels up, fingers down. Minimal effort to sit down. Don't strain, right? Breathe in, heels up. And you might notice how still my upper body is when I'm throwing that energy up. Once my heels are planted, I'm not moving. Right? Everything very precise, exhaling. So breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, heels up. Precise, controlled, and no harm comes to us as we move as fast as possible when we keep our joints a little bent and we're not flailing about, we don't get hurt. So breathing in as heels up, fingers down. Let's do 2 more together. Breathing in and out is so easy. Bring up the heels as the fingers go down, inhaling. Loud and fast as you can. On this last one, make it as loud and fast as you can. Breathing in and out is so easy. That was so fast I didn't even see myself move in the camera. And then let your hands come back here to deer antler. Relax, take a few breaths. Are your knees bent? We don't want to lock them. Every joint open is easier on our bones and our joints, and arthritis stays away when we're kind to our joints. Yeah, no one wants that. It's not fun. We have one more set of hyperthrows. Do you remember what it is? Maybe you do. It's the easiest one where our hands go forward. But this one, we have the most tendency to lock the elbows, just sending energy straight out. So don't lock elbows. But imagine as the tiger claw comes out, that's where we use tension here. So in that tiger claw, it's hard. Imagine that you could throw chi and go right into someone's chest, right? That's the martial art application. I have a lot of martial artists who come to my class after years of their kung fu and karate, and they say to me, it hurt me. I have to do this now. And slowly over time, they start to realize, why didn't they teach us how to do this first so we didn't get hurt before we started beating each other? I'm like, that's the traditional way of training, is not to beat each other first like they teach in America. You learn how to move properly first and in control of yourself. So let's do it. Ready? Let's throw out some chi. Our last set of hyperthrows. So inhale, hands to chest, and then keep elbows bent. Exhale, hands float down. And then inhale, hands up, holding chi in hand, send it out. Exhale, relax. So inhale, breathing chi, imagine it into your hand, send it out. Relax. I'm just going to do a few and breathe it with you. Ooh, I'm getting deeper now that I'm not talking. Let's do 3 more. How fast are you? No judgment zone. One more. Come up off those knees. Don't lock them. Relax. Picture all of your energy coming back into you. And we know that in that, our energy goes to where it's needed, not to where we think it needs to go. Maybe it's your liver that needs it more. Do you know that? I don't normally know what's going on in my pancreas, in my conscious mind. But I'm happy that my mind-body does, and that when I'm still and I'm really focused on just giving it the energy it wants, the energy goes to where it's needed. So now, do you remember what comes next in this set? The last time we're officially doing it on the Wednesday Lives? That's right! You nailed it! The Warrior's 9 breath method. I knew you knew it after 6 weeks. You just had to think about it a little, right? So if you haven't done it before, maybe you'll want to watch the first set. Remember, it's easy. We don't work hard, and when we sit down just like before, we don't go so low it hurts. We don't lean forward. We have good posture. And I'm just going to do it with you, 3 sets. But remember, we come back right here without any air, and we're just still and empty, not breathing in, right? I'll tell you again. So on 3, we're going to breathe out all of our air through the mouth and just sit down, opening hands. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the nose. 2, out. Hands to throat, out. Breathing chi up to head, out. Number 7, out. Number 8, here on number 9, we breathe in more through the mouth. And then let it all go. Don't breathe in. Just relax and be still. Try not to be tense. But I know you feel the pressure building. That's the idea with that. We want pressure to build inside of us while being still and not breathing. And that is what sends our energy further. To be honest, it's not all this up and down, moving the arms, all of that intense warrior breathing. It's this. When we're still and we're not breathing in again, and our lungs are held like an empty vacuum where they want to breathe in, that creates pressure in our energetic system, which is what sends chi further. So this is the part that's really the Qigong. Don't get all caught up in what the Western mind wants, which is all this movement, right? The Qigong happens internally, not externally. You can't really see it. But you can breathe it, so breathe out on 3 through the mouth. Our second set, we're going to do 3 sets. 1, 2, 3. Number 8, out. Number 9, breathe in more. Let it all go. And just be still and empty. Don't breathe in. Just be still, relax. When you have to breathe in again, you will. But try to do it in a mindful, controlled way, not like you're gasping for air like someone who's dying, right? Remember what I said earlier about being in control of your body and your mind? That helps to keep us from getting hurt. Yes. So controlling your breath too can sometimes help to keep us from getting hurt. When we're not breathing, we become aware of it and we control our breath to breathe again. When we're breathing too heavily, we're hyperventilating because we're in a panic. We control it so that we calm down. Let's do our last set together. Ready? On 3, breathing out all the junk you don't want in your life. 1, 2, 3. So you can breathe in what you want. Raising your energy up to the ribs, up to the heart. Number 5, out. 6, out. 7, out. Breathe in for 8, out. Number 9, breathe in more. And then just let it go. And come back to stillness. Knowing you've already breathed what you need. Just be at ease. Controlling yourself in stillness is much harder than throwing weights in a gym. Come back to your normal breath. See, most people who are into really heavy exercise, they think they're somehow superior, that what they do is harder, but in reality, being still is much harder for human beings that are made to move. So when we're learning to be still and control ourselves, we learn a lot about ourselves. So let's practice that now. Do you remember what's next in the set? Utter stillness. In the most classic Qigong meditation on the planet called Zhanshuan, where we can do here in horse stance, or we can walk our feet a little closer into Qima. But make sure you have symmetry and a good foundation. As you inhale, open up hands. Exhale, relax, like hugging a big tree. We're just going to do 2 minutes. You know what? We've been doing this for 6 weeks now. So if you've really been doing it, it's getting easier. So I'm going to hold for 2.5 minutes today. I am actually timing it. So if this is your first time ever just being still and relaxing in this kind of big open, see my arms, big open and round posture, I'm going to tell you each and every minute so you know. Just relax and breathe. Let your elbows point down. This is going to make it harder, right? Relax your legs. Relax your fingers and your arms. And just breathe. For the next few moments. We're not even in a minute yet. Can you control yourself? Or are you out of control in the world? That's the problem. Too many out of control people. That's 1 minute. Just relax and breathe. You got this. We have moved a lot already, and you're going to move a lot today. And we're going to do more after this. So this is your chance to just be still. Let everything go. We are literally holding the energy field of our heart. Science, medical Western research has now shown without a shadow of a doubt that the energy of every human's heart extends beyond their heart about 6 feet in every single direction. You're literally holding your heart's chi. Smile into that. When I hold this posture and I come to that reality in my mind and I realize that, when that comes into my thoughts, I'm like, oh yeah. Thank you, loving heart energy. That's 2 minutes. You're almost there. It's so easy when you take your thoughts to how easy it is to just love your heart. Aren't you glad it's working? And beating slower for just being still. That's 2.5 minutes. So now a little more challenge to get you kind of moving. So inhale, palms down. Exhale, lower, and just walking your feet. Shake out a little if you need to. And if your legs or arms got really sore, maybe give them a little massage like we did before. That'll really help them. That's actually called Dao Yin. If you ever hear of Dao Yin Qigong, we do it every time in my classes. That's called Dao Yin Qigong. Yeah. It's really good for you. It moves your energy. So we have one more practice. Does anyone remember what the last practice is? Where we really work on strengthening. So this is called strength training Qigong set, right? The core is the most important for keeping us strong. So we're going to train it in the Qigong way. So before we were here in horse stance, so calm to horse stance, but now walk your feet out wider, 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 so that unless you split, you can't really move from this position. I can't. Unless I really throw my weight, that's how I move. We want our feet super wide. So this is called super horse stance, super wide. So we're going to really strengthen our core here. And we don't have to move. We don't have to buy a Pilates machine or anything else. We just have to have the will to do it. Yeah, just the will to do it. So remember sword finger, make a sword finger. Inhale, hands forward. Exhale, sit down. We've been doing this for 6 weeks, so I'm going to time it for 45 seconds. Last week we did 45 seconds, so I know you can do 45 seconds. Here, I'll help you. Don't work so hard. Who told you you had to work hard to get somewhere? That's a lie. That is a lie perpetuated in Western culture for profit. Yeah, you don't have to work hard to get what you want, even money. Tasha Chen has taught me that. Thank you, Tasha Chen. So relax. We got this. It's only 45 seconds. And then we get to inhale and grab imaginary bars. Exhale, pull yourself up. Come back to deer antler. And picture all your energy going to where it's needed. Are your knees locked? No locked knees. In feng shui, if there's a straight line through your house, the energy zips through there. In your body, if there's a straight line through your joints, the energy zips through there and it deteriorates your joints faster. But when there's a slight bend, a little arcing curve, it slows down the chi just a little bit so it doesn't shoot out straight as an arrow and it doesn't harm anything in its way. So I have to walk in a little bit more because my feet are going to slide on the next one otherwise. Because here, remember second one? Toning core and leg strength, coming up on toes now. We got this. It's not that hard together with friends. So sword finger, inhale. And then exhale, sit down up on toes, hands overhead. Feel symmetrical, relax. I'm looking at the clock. It's only 45 seconds. And if you need to put your heels down a little lower or completely on the ground, you're in charge, right? No judgment here. Relax. This is not for everyone. Maybe a broken toe. Don't do this on your toes if you have broken toe. I mean, come on, it's really just common sense. But sometimes we forget that when people tell us to do something. Like something that doesn't make sense. I won't go there. So that's 45 seconds. Inhale, grab a bar. Exhale, plant your heels. Pull yourself up. Relax, back in deer antler. Picturing all of your energy go to where it's needed. Knees a little bent. I'm so proud of you. You're still here. You're still doing it. Hasn't quite been an hour. There's only one more. We're not going to go an entire hour today. But I want you to know that because sometimes when we're doing stuff like this, not looking at clock, and it's early in the morning, we wonder, oh, is it time? Do I have to go? If you know that I don't go over an hour, you don't ever have to look at the clock here. You can just really focus on yourself for our last strengthening set. The easiest one. So inhale, sword finger. Exhale, sit down, hands forward. Don't lock elbows. Just relax and breathe. And here, with my heart directly towards you here, I'm going to bring out my hands a little more so it feels like my heart's more open. It says love on my shirt. So I'm picturing sending you love for the day. I'm picturing sending you love right now. Because I know you're going to do great things today. Even if it's only for you and your family, that's important. Thank you for what you do in the world. You do make a difference. And I love you for that. I'm sending you this love right now. Have you ever seen someone else hold this hand position? Jesus. Yes, there's depictions of Jesus holding this. And now I'm feeling like, yes, I am sending you the sign of benediction with my love. But it's really sword finger, and that's 45 seconds. So inhale, grab bars. Exhale, pull yourself up. Come back here, relax. Picture all your energy flowing back to where it's needed in your mind, body. You did it. You made yourself stronger today. Really, it's about showing up. That's the hardest part of it. Because once you get going doing Qigong, you always feel better at the end. And in the beginning, I had to remember that every time. I was like, it's okay, you're going to feel better when you're done. I know, I don't want to do it. Go do it. You'll feel better every time. I do feel better. I'm glad I did. So now it's easy for me because I like to feel better. So let's close. Inhale, exhale. Because my feet are sliding. I got to walk them in. And shake it out. Give yourself some love because you did it. You did it. You started off your day with Qigong. Thank you, body, for letting me do that, for getting up. Thank you, organs, for working good today. I love you all, each and every one. Speaking of organs, in Western exercise, we don't really think about organs too much, but in medicine, Western medicine, we do. So I want you to realize that Qigong is medicine, whether it's called medical Qigong or not. But there are certain ways you can prescribe medicine, right? And that makes it a little more potent. Thank you, back of legs. Thinking the whole body as I talk to you about the next 6 weeks, which is medical, Golden Dragon medical Qigong we're going to be doing. So I'm going to give you the basics of the medicine of Golden Dragon medical Qigong in the next 6 weeks on Wednesdays. But if you have specific issues, if you like it and you want to know the actual prescription for that medical Qigong for your condition, I can help you with that. Because Qigong is medicine, right? And Golden Dragon medical Qigong is actually designed with certain prescriptions for particular ailments. Thank you so much, throat, for talking good today. Thank you, arms. I love you for coming in to work today. You did it. Thank you so much, heart. So some of the things Golden Dragon medical Qigong is prescribed for is chronic fatigue, hypertension. You know what that is? Heart issue. Oh, I love you, heart. Yes. Chronic back issues, chronic headache and migraine issues. And there's a whole lot of other prescriptions that are possible with Golden Dragon medical Qigong, which I'll be sharing starting next Wednesday. But you did it. Thank you, body. You made it. Good job. And thank you for coming to the live and bringing your good cheerfulness. Hopefully the rest of your week is awesome, and maybe I'll see you on the Monday for the random Qigong that I choose to do that day, or maybe Wednesday for the Golden Dragon set. And if you know anyone who has really serious medical issues, that set, it's much more gentle than the strength training. We don't do like the push-ups kind of a thing, so it could work for them. Hey, Jan, it's good to see you. I hope you had an awesome trip. I don't know if you're back or not. Cece was on. Oh, Cece, nice to see you. D made it. Yes. D, you woke up early. And then Pamela was here earlier. Mara, oh, I didn't even see that you were on. Thank you, Mara, for tuning in. I'm glad your hips are getting stronger. Me too. Y'all have a great day. Stay cheerful.